Hi, and welcome. My name is Paula Rowe, and this is Global Unified Breathing. We talk about breath work, we talk about the healing of breath work, the holy nature of our breath, and as this program has been on for about almost 6 months, it has really expanded my life and the understanding of a whole new chapter when it comes to what our breath really is. And so every week I share with you. And right now, what we're doing is we're preparing an inner sanctuary within ourselves to house the 7 attributes of the Christ consciousness. And this week we're on patience. Last week we were breathing into generosity. So when I talk about the houses, this is an energy and a visualization for you to be able to sink that into the inner, and we want it in the solar plexus when we're breathing in, because in this area is where the alchemy is. So I'm just going to talk to you about what this means for us, especially now. I mean, wow, what a week it's been. I don't know if you're paying attention, but I'm deep diving. I am seeing the ideas coming forth from the soul's perspective of what the mission, what I'm doing, why am I doing what I'm doing, and what I believe in. Hi, welcome. So I really want you to understand what I'm talking about when it comes to the houses internally. Our hearts at this time, if we're not paying attention, we really need to call out, cry out, to tell our Creator, our source, that we're ready, we're here, we're aware of this force, this energy of the breath, and that we want nothing more than to clear and hold more light within our bodies, within our minds, within the spirit itself, which is light, getting rid of these illusions that weigh us down, these different programs. So this past week, I don't know if you're aware, but it was really beautiful. I've been listening to Patricia Codal-Robus from eraofpeace.org for years, from the very beginning. And this week it was really beautiful when all of a sudden I'm listening to her tell us that the matrix is gone. And if you're feeling still stuck, it's because it's where your consciousness, you have placed your consciousness in the fibrous matrix, and this is your reality until you say you're done. And some of us have to do work to extricate ourselves out of this, but it's really not that difficult right now because we can see if you're paying attention. So let's talk about, let me lower this a little. Let's talk about this week when we're going to talk about the 3rd house, which is patience, the capacity that we need to have for ourselves and for all mankind and for everything that exists around us, whether we feel we're suffering or not, but without getting into reactionary anger, upset with self. This is where we decide to resign from the debating committee, from the one that's judging us, and remember the backlash of the ego. Of course you can't let go of that. Of course you need to look at what's happening. It doesn't matter. The goal is holding more light, allowing yourself to evolve. The holy breath will take you. So let's take a really deep breath right now. And when I say deep, I mean really deep, expanding. And so if you want to call that belly breathing, that's fine. We're not doing a count. We're not doing a specific breathwork session. What we're doing is we're expanding the light that we do have within ourselves right now. So that light can hold more of your own divinity. And when you start being aware that you're not this, you're that, and there's somewhere in between the this and the that, which is 0 point, which is no thought, which is peace, which is bliss, which is joy, which is innocence, which is love, which is light. It's the place of beauty that is in you. And I just love, love, love when I can arrive there. Nothing matters in that space. And I'm not saying that in a way of being aloof, but this is where I know that I have crossed over the abyss within myself, and I'm leaning into the right side of God. I'm leaning hard. So I'm going to say a prayer, and we're going to talk about anchoring in this third house. Beloved God, we request in our hearts to pray and to create a sanctuary, a house for the Christed energy, to purify our mind, our body, and our hearts for the spirit of the Christed. We request to be dismantled of the houses of ego, to evict the imposter spirits and replace them with the Christed energy. I state my authority and intention to be of service to God and to build a strong relationship with my inner spiritual light. So holding that, close your eyes and breathe right now. Resting, rest like as though you're resting. Nap time internally. The patience of a saint was a line that we all heard all our lives. We're not trying to be sainted ones. We're trying to allow ourselves to be in the energy of that which we really are. Resign to be impatient. Resign to be bored where we need to leap. Resign that space within self. Have the ability to give attention to something like standing in a line for long periods of time, knowing what it's nothing. It really is nothing. Intolerance and irritability brings impatience. Why would we want? There's nothing. We're always in the right place, doing the right thing at all times. Know this in your heart. Know this in this alchemy. So be breathing as I'm speaking. Impatience is the inadequacies and rebellion, like a child. If our faith is strong, we can work out all of this between you and God. Get past the perspectives. Allow through the breath, through breathing, allow the soul to show you how it's organizing your life. The ego has nothing to do with this. It's organizing. your lessons, those things that repel the light within you. So we want the patience that balances. Breathing in, deep, deep breath, please, deep breath. Through the nose and exhale through the nose. If you've been watching this program, we have on the count of 7, hold 1 and exhale on the count of 7 if that one is more comfortable. Some of us are really used to breathing like that, which is like the mother's breath. Visualize and feel the garment. Be robed with a garment of patience. Patience. An understanding beyond anything you've ever had before. Patience. No more impatience. Resign. Resign. Sever all ties, all cords, all ankles that are tied to these things where it has to be a certain way. We don't have time for that. Allow yourself to let go. Resign and be in patience. And allow this rope, this cloth, this energy that embraces you, allow it to sit within the alchemy of the solar plexus. This is where the divine alchemy happens. Breathing in the divine patience from source, direct source. And in your third eye, imagine the sun. What a week. What a week to transmute so many things. Transmuted. All new beginnings. I have the patience of a saint. I have the patience, all the patience I ever needed through my breath. If I remember in those moments, take a breath. That's what I'm trying to teach you about, is the power behind your breath. What is that? What is that? Discovery 101. It's so beautiful. We honor our breath. It is the holy breath. We are being given this gift direct through source into us. This patience wraps your entire body. Breathing, resting. Rest in the breath now. Rest in the breath. Hi, sweetheart. Rest in the breath. Allow turning inward towards the cauldron in the solar plexus, turning inward and seeing and feeling. I am a patient light being holding the Christed consciousness in the alchemy, in the center of my existence. I stand at 0 point. I am not this, I am not that. I am in between. Hold the space. Hold it deeper. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to drop down into a whole other piece. On the count of 7, inhale. Hold 1, release 7, hold, inhale on the count of 7, hold 1, release on the exhale 7, keep going, the cauldron, the energy, the soup of all that divine alchemy. It's right inside of us. Let go of the outer world and rest, darling. Just rest. Be at peace. You are that light. You are infinitely always light. You come from the light. Nothing you have ever done, will do, can ever take that away. Breathing deeper, let yourself go into the next drop down. Drop down, resting in the breath. So keep breathing, and I'm just going to tell you a few little beautiful points. In the current, now present moment, we all, right now, have the power, yes, the power, to change, shift, and release all, if you want to call it karma, you can, all discordant energy that we've carried, that our soul has organized so preciously to bring attention to it so that we can release these things. It's getting easier and easier to spot what's up. The power to change and shift the patterns, your patterns, which change the station of our consciousness into a higher resonance and allow more light to be embodied. Whoopee! That's pretty big. As we become aware and release all shadow energy, we can intend to transmute this energy, seeing it then transmuted into the Christed consciousness as a sun in the third eye. This quality of energy is generated from our own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. The combination sets into motion. Take a deep breath. Just keep breathing as I'm speaking, dropping down, resting in the breath, resting. Very powerful. Remember, there's only one breath here, and we're all breathing it together. The combination of our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors sets a motion of a cycle of energy. Because of the law of the circle, cycles back into its causal source, completing the circuit. In many dimensions it can travel. Eventually, all has to be accounted for. All of our energy, whatever we've ever sent out, all lifetimes, all of it. And it's all plausible and doable right now. It was so apparent this week. It was one thing after another. Just keep transmuting. Deep dive, not surface. We can all say, I own up. But I'm talking about that deep dive into where the soul is going, look over here, not over there. That's just that. Look at this. And remember, it's not that, it's not this, it's in the center where the peace is. But these opposing energies are our creation. Christ consciousness, the lesson was once tried to teach us. The very simple premise is positive and loving actions bring positive and loving results. Simple. Negative and fear-based actions bring negative and fear-based results. Very simple. That's what breath work is all about. Our actions bring our own results. Through our own chosen polarity, either love or fear. With no judgment, we keep annihilating the denser energy because we want to embody more light. So, how do we do that? Main thing is breathing, breath, our breath. Our breath is the light of God. It is the holy blessing gift given to us every moment of every day. As soon we're breathing, why is it? That's why I always say, why is it, do you think, that so many people are afraid to breathe? It's a very profound lesson when you realize that your breath makes it possible for you to heal all, neutralize all, evolve the static, get rid of the static. It's really easy, but it's not. Let's put it that way. So remember a few things this week. The patience. Remember I told you, is we're setting since we've all got phones, we're setting our phones to go off 3 times a day and taking a deep breath. 3 deep breaths into the solar plexus. Patience. The house. You're inviting. Patience. I am fully and freely breathing. That is where we want our resonant energy to be. Fully and freely breathing. I am safe in my breath. I am glad that I know the breath. I am glad to be here in the understanding of the power of my breath. My breath is your breath. My breath comes direct from source, and so does yours. It's an energy, it's a wave that we can ride on, that is here to assist us, especially to deep dive and clearing out so that we can create the organic, new Gaia that we all want to reside on. Welcome, the doors are open. Step through. Breathe yourself into the new reality. Breathe yourself into the new reality. Becoming aware of your breath all throughout the day. That right there, that one thing, darling, changes everything. It's really beautiful. Remember, my actions, my emotions, my behaviors bring the results. Wherever I'm coming from, whatever polarity, love or fear, that is what the result will be. So let's stay within the house of patience this week, putting this into our reality stronger than ever. It becomes something within my field as my energy expands out and just permeates. I breathe in patience. I project the purity of patience out into the world, and everyone takes a deep breath. Everyone takes a deep breath. Couple things. Thank you so much for being here today. It's really been a powerful week. And I want to let you all know that on Saturday, which I believe is the 23rd, next Saturday, at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be a guest on Prepare for Change, and it's prepareforchange.net under the Healing tab, and we're going to go with the breath. We're going to utilize all these people that will show up, everyone bringing attention to the holy breath and sending it out. Remember, we have all the power, all of it. We have to just keep peeling off these layers. Beautiful. And be the beautiful being that you are. So join me on Saturday, the 23rd. It's really an amazing place, a discovery website for sure, with all kinds of things. Thank you so much for your beautiful comments also. I love you all. I'm so grateful that you're here, that I'm not breathing alone, that you get it. And if you don't, I'll help you. globalunifiedbreathing.com. Send me an email, Saturday the 23rd, correct, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Prepareforchange.net. Join me, and of course I'll be here on Sunday. We're breathing ourselves into our new reality. Freedom, fully and free. Fully and free. Thank you. I think it's the 22nd. Ah.